What's up? And welcome back to another episode of the Jovial Pursuit Podcast. I'm your host, Jovi, with my co-host, Brandon. Brandon, you're banging around over there? What's going on?
Dude, I saw Issa with the drum pad, and I was like, I need to give me a drum pad. I don't need one,
You
but I
do.
want one now.
You do. It's good for de-stressing, good for like a fidget, just tap away. I'd get it for a nephew or cousin or somebody who I knew had some sensory issue. Just go ahead. Rat-a-tat,
You know
tat
what?
away.
You know what else helps with stress?
Okay. Oh, what?
Cocaine.
Yeah. Oh,
I
like,
mean,
man. Oh, speaking of,
wait, what are we? What? How did we? Okay,
so
what? Oh no.
we were driving back from my physical therapy appointment, and I get a little delirium, a little dizzy, a little sillies after PT, and I randomly sung out, "Who wants a cocaine sandwich?" And Issa's like, "Coco!" And
That's
Jill's like,
amazing.
"Please tell me she did not just try and
Oh,
copy." I
she
was like,
did. She
"Oh."
did.
I
Cause
was
she was
like,
like this.
I was
She was
like,
like,
"No, she said
hey,
Coco. It's
she
different."
is this. No, 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 no. She went for it. This bit's a good time. Like,
So I think it's about time for me to check my language. She's learning words quicker than ever.
oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, man, it.
I I'm pretty good with my language around the kids. It's usually my strong opinions. Like,
That's just as bad.
I mean, like one of my sons, legitimately, like, so we have some friends that they were missionaries in Ukraine, and um, like, so they're gonna go back to Ukraine soon. And one of my sons went up to them and asked them the question, how has Donald Trump made your life bad today? And I was like, I was like, my bad. That's on me. That's on
Sure.
me. That's on me. I, I, t- I teed him up for that. I didn't say that, but I have it sometimes when they're like, when my kids are like, how was work today? I'm like, Donald's making my life hard today. Like, he's, he's making my world a lot harder, this man. And then the kids are like, just ask people, like, how has Donald Trump made your life hard? And I'm like, cool. Um, we maybe not start with that question.
Out the gate. Just
Ugh.
out the gate, dude.
Yeah.
That's was
Like,
it Theo?
no, it was Liam that time.
Really? That
Yeah,
seemed like
Theo's out Theo's out here right now, like ruining people's Christmases right now. Cause he's like, Santa ain't real. It's a lie. And I was like, oh, I mean, so that he's very much like, he's not real. Can't, so it's not true. It's a lie. And I'm like, but this makes some people very happy this time of year. And he, again, he hits them with a little bit of the too black and white thinking. Sometimes little too, you know,
mm,
where he's like, why would your parents lie to you about Santa? I'm like, okay, dude, just just chill, my man.
man, I'm on the fence on this one because he's bringing up a lot of valid points. But
It's But you don't want to
you
like burst
you gotta
someone's bubble.
right. And this is where I'm gonna run into the same issue because there's no way I'm gonna sit here and tell Issa like, yo, Santa got you all these gifts, da 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 da. Santa's a great character piece for the holiday,
Mhm.
and let people, if they want to like think about them and all that, let them enjoy it. It's fine.
Yeah,
People
if
are
you
gonna
wanna be
look at you type foolish for celebrating some holiday that they don't
yeah,
believe in for real. Let that be, man.
yeah, we just try to teach him, like, it's a nice thing, like, let the whole Santa thing inspire you to be nice to other people.
No, no, that's what Jesus is for.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we're trying to, like, find something like,
No,
"No,
we
it's"
need a crossover. We need Brandon. We need to do a crossover episode where we
I
have we have Jesus talk to Santa and be like, "Hey, Santa, I'm gonna go ahead and commission you, do some works down there, keep an eye on people. Listen, all of it, just know I gave you your powers. I don't want that mixed up, but just keep an eye down there because they do war a lot. They're
yeah,
gonna need they're gonna forget me. They're gonna need something. So come on now,
like,
keep
right,
keep
yeah,
my spirit alive. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I I mm, I so Theo is very much, though, like, when I say he's, like, kinda black and white thinking, I mean, he will ask, like, so when the kids are like, what do you think Santa's gonna bring you?" And he'll be like, "Santa's not gonna bring me anything because Santa doesn't have a job. He had like he can't pay for anything. He doesn't have money. Also, you're telling me there's a guy that randomly breaks into your house and you expect him to leave things, not take things? I don't think that's how that works."
okay, this brings me to an idea that I had. I'm gonna go ahead and need him in my writer's room for this because yes, bring all that energy to the script.
Dude, he's when I tell you, like, there's people that they'll be like, he's a little, like, socially inappropriate with some of it because there'll be people that'll be like, I have been in a shopping mall with him, and someone came up to him and was like, "Do you want to take a picture with Santa?" And he goes, "He's not real, no." And like, as the kids are in line right there. And the
Oh no,
parents look at me, scowling at me like,
because Brandon, you didn't teach him boundaries.
I'm
What
trying,
the heck?
dude. I keep having these conversations with him. When he goes over to friends' houses, we have to be like, "But if they believe in Santa, what do we do?" And he'll be like, "We don't, we don't yuck other people's yum," which is like code. It's like, which is like code for, like, you don't belittle
Oh,
other like other people's things that
I
they
know
love.
yuck and yums. Cause it's how people talk about kinks. We don't kink shame around here. We don't do that. Everyone can have their thing. It's okay. You don't have to like it or enjoy it. Just don't be mean.
That's a weird jump. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the
You so
same jump.
I understand. Like,
It's
it's weirdly applicable. It just makes, like, as
it's
a therapist, when you say
one
that, I'm
small
like,
step for
but
man,
you
one giant step for mankind. Okay.
uh,
It's still a step.
I know, but like when you when you bring that into the conversation, the therapist is like, do you know like there are some things that I'm like, I don't know, man. Like,
Okay. This all of this is a part of our big conversation of the day. I'm gonna tiptoe around. But bro, I have two things that I gotta tell the people. Well, I gotta tell you one. I had a movie idea,
okay,
right? So I have two actually. One of them was a concept of what it would really be like if Santa wasn't here, right? So I took the basis of Santa Claus, the one with Tim Allen, and I was like, you know how he's like a jerk? And he's like, "Yo, I don't want to. I didn't really sign this contract. I just put the suit on. It was a joke." And they're like, "No, no, no, no. You got to do the job until you die or something like that." Where I was like, "Okay, okay, let's rewind a little bit." So Tim Allen killed Santa, and he's skeptical, heavy skeptic of it's not going to be a big deal. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So now we take that he was supposed to be Santa Claus. He was supposed to move into the role, but he
Right.
chooses not to. We're going the other way. Chooses not
Mhm.
to. And he's like, bro, it's not even going to be that bad. The first year, because he didn't sign up to be Santa right in time, we find out that it's like a little iffy, but it's like people like, all right, it must just be a one-off. Then that next year comes and he still didn't sign up, and life gets horrific. You got kids starting arguments because no one's telling them like, oh, he knows when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake type. Ain't nobody watching them, and they know it now. Like in their subconscious, they know it. So now they're starting more plays, like our arguments at playtimes and stuff like that. People are being grumpy in the office, and it's a whole lot of just building up of just angst. So then the
Yep.
elf comes back that third year. He's like, "Hey, you've seen the
I
buildup.
like
What
it's not good
are
out
we
here.
gonna do?"
I need
Like,
you to help out here. Like it's getting bad.
it's getting bad. I've aged. I haven't aged in 300 years since the last Santa died. So can we?
Can we like get moving on
I,
this?
I haven't figured out the end. I'm trying to decide, does he like
I like it.
go back into being Santa? That would be the happy ending.
I don't so this maybe this is just me. I don't think we have enough movies, like children's movies. I don't think we have enough of them with bad endings. Like I mean just like nothing gets resolved. No.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
We got to
Leads me
we need
into, all right, let's get into it.
to
I'm going to skip our other movie idea. We got to get into it because all of this kind of are points that I talked about with Jill last night when we were going over like people aren't allowed to make mistakes anymore without it like ruining their lives more times than not. Where I was watching an older movie, Dennis and Menace. Most of you 90s babies know that one. And like there's a bunch of jokes in there. Mr. Wilson's going around saying, Martha, where's the GD remote? He he's saying GD instead of saying goddamn. And I'm like, we
Uh-huh.
could just do that back then. I left stuff on the floor. I left a mess. To me, my room's a mess. Seeing that on the
I
floor,
mean,
mind you,
oh,
it's not. If you look at the rest of my room, it's really not
yeah, yeah,
like.
yeah. Yeah. It's not yeah.
But that, oh man, that just threw me off. I want to start this from the top.
Dude, was it the Dennis
No,
the Menace
okay.
where he like has the s'more like and he flings up and it's
He
like
whips it.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
The same one where he ends up putting mouthwash in the eye drop container. Mr. Wilson
Uh-huh.
goes, it burns his stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. It was really good.
And he like gets legit kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
And the only reason he is no longer kidnapped is because he's a really like naughty kid, right? Like,
He's what Home Alone is for the like full year. He's setting up traps just cuz.
yeah, yeah,
So,
just like because he's bored. But like,
bro, he describes I have to tell this scene because he describes how his dad, he's like, men are always wake up happy before a shave and all that. Like my dad, except for on Sunday. Then he wrestles with my mom and they make weird noises. Like, bro, and their neighbors just like, oh, knowing damn well
oh yeah, the amount of
clapping
yeah,
cheek
no,
in there.
Ugh.
That's the only day they locked the door.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You don't ever like my sound.
Dude, this guy's no. Did I tell you that I was at an office building and like I showed up like it was an office building and this one and I like there I had to go upstairs. It's not
No,
our office. I kid
Brandon.
you not, walked upstairs, heard said sound, and I was like,
You ain't.
it's 7:30 in the morning. What are y'all like?
Man, that's vigorous too. They got energy
You guys just dropped the kids off at school and then did okay,
in
all
there.
right.
Just straight into it.
And then I like, of course, like
Wait,
I
you
didn't
said it
want
was
to.
your office?
No, it wasn't like our. It was at the
Oh,
office
I
building
was
here,
because
but it
you
wasn't.
have it up.
Yeah, I had to drop some mail off for someone that shares an office space for this, and that was going on. And of course, I like notified that I was, getting because I was getting closer to where the sound was coming from, and I was like,
They were getting
"How?
closer too.
How?" And then said
my man
noises
said, my man
stop.
said, I heard just just shirt scuffles. Like, oh, organize the papers. Get the files.
Yeah, like
Get-
that. Yeah. Mm.
hey
So
guys, I got the paperwork.
it was
Brandon,
it was a no, it was a
morning.
different business. Yeah. Why are you so fussed, man? You what?
So,
You out of breath
I just
or
got back from a run in Oxford.
yeah? That's I didn't realize those had good arch support.
What's the
Dude,
cost on
I
maintenance on those shoes? Hmm?
it was one of those things like there I because I was busy, I didn't want to like make more of a to do out of it. I didn't see them because they were in a different business on a different part of the building. So I wasn't gonna cross paths with whoever it was, but I was like,
Bro,
yeah, I'm just
bad.
gonna be like and then just
Oh
drop
man,
off mail and out. I don't want
you know
anything.
you probably caught someone cheating, right?
Oh, for sure. For
Like
sure.
you caught mommy
But
with
oh
Santa
yeah.
Claus.
Oh yeah. No, there was no holy touch going on there. It was straight devil's business.
We're just gonna
Like
have
it,
to send this clip to them on a thumb drive. Just be like,
we know
"That's
what
for
you
you."
did.
We know
Buy
what
us
you did,
more Gobi lights right now.
right? I could use some more. As a matter of fact, I got to do the outside of the house.
Yeah. Like
I have Kobe's everywhere, dude. Oh, I don't have a problem. I swear, guys. I don't have a problem.
I mean,
But we have a topic to get back to. We're not going to talk
yes.
about addiction. Addiction's for another day. So all of this to say, um, we we lost the sense of like being able to say frivolous things or you know, doing ridiculous things as children to the point where, now it's up on YouTube and everyone's gonna come back. Oh, you were talking all that shit 10 years ago. I was 14 10 years ago.
Hmm.
I was a kid. It's
Yep.
it's one of those actions that ended up like coming out of that conversation. We talked about the maturity of children at our generation and the
Hmm.
maturity now and in how we coddle kids and everything. They don't have a
Yep.
chance to make mistakes without it being detrimental to their life.
Yeah. I I had a friend one time. His kiddo had gotten his driver's license and he had like the Life 360
Mhm.
and he was like, "Look how fast he's driving." And in my head, I was like, I mean, you better believe the moment I got my driver's license, I was like, I'm gonna go find a long straightaway, and I'm gonna
Mm,
see.
open it up.
I'm gonna see what this thing can do because it is not a fine piece of machinery, so it might break.
I ran from the
Like,
cops.
did you really?
I ran from the cops.
Did you actually get away though?
I did.
No.
I did. Back roads of upstate New York. I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you because I was already speeding coming through, and I get around this bend. Mind you, I'm whipping. So they're coming in. I'm coming around. He knows I'm going because it's only, mind you, this is like a 25 mile per hour like turn, and I was probably 45, 50. I was up there because I almost hit him. Like I was about middle, and then like had to come around.
Oh no.
So I slowed down, right? I rolled my windows down, and I hear the sirens. I hear so yellow Chevy Cavalier out here thinking I'm Billy Badass.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Bro,
my yellow
the only reason
Cavalier.
I got away because I was cruising. I remember seeing the lights coming around a corner, and I heard the whirls, and I booked it. So I'm going, and then I cut down a road, and the way this road goes, there's trees, so you can't necessarily see if there's someone coming. But when you are shooting down, I could look to my left and see I had lost them that way. So I'm not familiar with this section of town. So I ended up just cruising around a little bit until I finally found an exit. I was like 2 miles from home. Just know I burned it home and just parked that car.
Did you have the spot to park it where like you couldn't be
Bro,
found?
no. It's side of the house. Like if
Okay.
he really cared that much, like he could have gone down 22, looped around, come back up. He would have saw it right smack up my mom's hill.
Oh man. That was the thing, like, because you got to know, like, that was still around the time where, like, there weren't all these sort of aerial things that they have now.
Oh
Like,
yeah. There's no
like some,
CCTV over in the middle of
yeah,
nowhere.
yeah. But like, I even like, so the St. Cloud Police Department
Mm.
has 3 different drones that can they will put up in the sky, and they have thermal imaging and everything. They don't even have to send someone after you. They just send it straight up and like over the PD, and then they just like
Those are
track you.
depending on
Like,
where you're at, you can easily get away from those. Not that I know anything. I'm gonna let you know right now, guys. Never been on this side of things. But if you know anything about being in the woods and when they're doing drone carryovers, you got to cover yourself in mud to cool your skin down so that way they can't track you as easily. The next step would be covering yourself under some brush because, again, that's a cooler temp, less likely to see you. You
right.
have to
But
also lower your breathing level to get your heart rate down because that's also going to cool you down. I'm just saying, not that I know anything about
yeah, but
this.
but the people that are running around here, they'll just send up the drone, watch where they end up, and if they ditch the vehicle, just they go on the woods, they bring their bloodhound, and they're like, "Go get him, bud!" And the bloodhound's like, "I got
The
something right here,
bloodhound is game over. I used to take care of some of their bloodhounds.
dude." They're like, they're
They're
good, good.
they're amazing dogs. I want you to know right now, for fuck canines. Um, the
Hmm.
canine police, it, that's what it is. But the dogs love you guys. The actual dogs, I
Oh
used
yeah.
to take care of 3 of the bloodhounds of the St. Cloud Police Department. Some of their cadaver dogs. At Companions Animal Hospital when I worked there. So
Hmm.
delightful. When I tell you these dogs, amazing
Am I?
dogs.
Am I? Had heard this week, like from I think I was just reading something about bloodhounds. Am I correct that they can actually smell underwater? Yeah, because I
Hmm.
was reading that and being like, wait. So these suckers can be like, I think it's in the water. Shove their snout in and be like, yeah, it's over here.
It's not necessarily, obviously they're not breathing underwater, but
Correct.
they're
But they
getting the
can
scent
still,
from being
yeah,
in the water. Their olfactories are so strong that they're still able to pick up if that scent's there
right.
or if it
And
dived in.
I always thought it was like you could run through a stream and be like, haha, that bloodhound won't get me. But a bloodhound's like, oh no, man, I'm
You
good. I'm
you
good
need
for
a
a while.
you need a good river to cross because it's got to be flowing. Again, this is sounding like I know too much.
Like someone's running cocaínas.
No,
You know.
no, I'm in SoCal. You can't just say that.
Oh,
Ice
that's
gonna
true.
pull.
That's true.
Ice and the DEA gonna pull up to my little suburb.
Be like, hey now, what you
You're
got
like,
in there?
buy a pot, I guess. The legal stuff. um, but yeah, flowing river. They can't track it as much because of obvious reasons. It's moving. That trail is moving, so
Okay.
they can only
Yeah.
get up to like the bank shore. Really, at that point,
Yeah.
I sound criminal.
I mean,
But we're not going to judge people. Is the point of all of this, guys?
so I mean, you and I were talking though, like where's the line of like allowing space for mistakes? Because I'm really grateful that I got to
Mm-hmm.
grow up before like YouTube
All the
and social
cameras.
media. Yeah. Where
Mm-hmm.
I did stupid stuff and I would do stupid stuff with friends and we'd look at each other and there was like this look of like, no one say a word
I need to
that
know
just
what stupid
happened.
stuff you did. I know it looks like I'm side eyeing because I am, because I'm like, oh, it's juicy. I know it is.
I lied to my mom about going to play um poker with friends and went and hung out with a girlfriend that she didn't know that I had.
Never mind. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be juicy.
Um McDonald's on a couple of occasions. May have had some missing inventory. Um
Come on, give us something good.
what else did we do? We did a lot of stuff with fire. A lot of stuff with fire.
Okay, arson. Let's talk about it.
Not 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 exactly arson. It was uh giant brush piles that very much could have turned into significant forest
it
fires, but like we put like
I
ca-
really thought it would have been
dude,
something good, man.
we put like a bunch of chemicals in the fire. Like we put spray paint cans in there,
That's just hick
gasoline.
shit, bro. That's just regular. We do that in the
We drag race.
backwoods.
We drag race.
Okay, that's
We
better.
we we may or may not have dared one guy to try and run across the zoo field when where the bison were, and he did,
Okay.
and we were like, oh, because the bull that was in the pen did not like having a foreign animal in his pen at all,
Naturally.
and I very distinctly remember, um, like he was close enough to the fence that we were like, oh, he'll make it. And then he was climbing the fence, and that the big bull was cooking, and we were like, oh, this guy's mad. He does not like humans in his pen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's juicy. I'm
Yeah.
like stealing stuff from work. We've all been there. Come on, right? Everybody? No? Okay. Me
So
either.
the word the like so the stealing stuff from work. The worst part about it was the guy who was telling us to do it, or like that was like the person who was like spearheading the theft at the time was the owner of the McDonald's franchise's son. And he was like, if you don't
Oh.
steal this, I'm gonna get you fired. And I was like, wait,
So
hold
you got
on.
bullied into stealing.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to steal.
Oh, I stole because it
Um,
was fun. Damn.
I mean,
I feel like I can't tell as many of my stories because people from those establishments still follow me. I got to tell those off there.
yeah. I didn't get too much. I didn't do much substance stuff because I was terrified of becoming an addict because there was so much addiction in my family history.
I get that.
So if I went to
I get that.
parties, I usually just hid everything. Like, so people would be drinking, and I would just hide their stuff. Like they'd be like, "Wait, where'd that
So
chair
you were
go?"
just a dick.
I was so I was like, I at one point like I think at one point we put it, and when I say we, it was only me because I was like, I don't want to be an alcoholic, but I suppose I'll put your couch on your roof because that was the option. And then someone in the morning was like, I don't even remember how we got the couch on the roof, and I was like, whoa, crazy! You guys must have been out of it, and like so,
What
yeah,
did you do?
yeah. I just put the
Okay,
couch
that's pretty.
when you're at
I
a
assume single story.
yeah when
Okay,
you're
yeah.
yeah I'm when you're at a party and you're the only sober person there,
Never
everyone just
been.
looks dumb. It's not great. It's
Well,
you might as well have stayed home. It's weird because people are
I
just doing dumb
DD'd a
stuff.
couple times actually, so I can't say never, but yeah, it's not as fun. Like just seeing people drunk and belligerent and all that.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
yeah.
Okay, so
Other
you have done a
otherwise,
little bit.
it's not that much. Like art, like you're correct that it wasn't that much out there to like get in trouble for. I mean, I pirated music when Napster was still a thing. That was
We all did.
I know.
We all did, man.
Yeah,
Same with LimeWire. We got our grandmother's PC's viruses.
for sure. I I I remember like I think it was my dad was like, "What'd you do? What happened to the computer?" And I was like, uh, "I don't know. I don't know." And then he's like, "What's this little like icon here with the face and the headphones?" I'm like, I don't know. You,
Just don't touch it.
yep,
People put stuff on computers all the time virtually. It's unsafe. Leave it alone.
yep,
Um, okay. But again, we were able to do those things in a period where we weren't under constant surveillance or everyone wasn't quick to make it content
right.
for social
Or
media.
right,
We could
or
just
you
fuck
could
up.
yeah, you could make mistakes and you could use them as learning experiences. Like
Hmm.
I I got pulled over one time going I was 93 in a 35. I pulled over because I was like, if I run, like I already know I'm toast.
Hmm.
And I already know the area that I'm in, there's not many good outlets. I know all he has to do is find someone else in this area and be like, I'm going south on this like
And
and
they're
they're gonna
gonna
find
get
like
you.
yeah. I there's no back roads here to hide.
Mm.
And it was a bunch of dry gravel, so you could see the cloud that I was kicking up everywhere.
Oh,
So,
you could see me.
but so
Got to get out of
he pulled
Dodge.
he, he pulled me over
Hmm.
and he was like, "Do you know how fast you're going?" And I said, 93, sir. And he goes, "Good job, good job. So you know exactly how fast you're going. So that also like um that's like I should take you in right now for that."
Hmm.
And I was like, "Yes, sir, I do." And he was like, "All right, I'm gonna make a deal with you." And I was like, "Oh, this man's gonna have grace and mercy."
You need that, dude.
He knocked it down to the only level where
Where he
I
didn't have to
wouldn't have
take
to
you
go to
in.
yeah. which I suppose is still gracious,
It is
but like he wrote the ticket and it was for like $360, and I was like,
3 times the limit. Driving 3 times the limit. Yeah, nah, you should have been, locked up.
oh yeah, like license gone, license, yeah.
I didn't have mine.
That's why you ran for sure. For yeah,
I
yeah,
couldn't get caught, dude. I couldn't afford to get caught.
for sure.
They the cops in that area already hated my brothers. I told you about the time I went to jail, man. The judge
Uh-huh.
hated my brothers too. If I went on those type of charges,
Oh yeah, yep.
mm-mm, no.
That's yeah, for sure. You're toast with that.
But to the line portion of things, it's like it's the reason I find it's tough because okay, say you got like 2 kids bullying or one bullying one another. Um, and they're like 10, 12, and that kid, used to put hands on or whatever.
Yeah,
I still find that we should have some grace in that because you don't know as much as you think you know at that age. Even
right.
even raising kids, we start to recognize at that age. I'm like, man, you're still dumb. Like
For sure.
I've been telling you to clean your room for how long, and you don't do it. I'm like, how? Why would I expect you not to fight? You're just doing whatever fits in
Yep.
your head.
Yep.
But fast forward, especially when we start to talk about the things that affect people's lives more heavily. Not to say that bullying doesn't, but we've got like sexual assault and things going down that line where it's like the repercussions have to be there, but we have lost all grace for any situation. And it's
Yeah.
like, but our society doesn't talk like it should about it. Men aren't talking to their sons about it. Mothers aren't talking to their sons about it. We're only relying on daughters to having to be safe for themselves, and that's a problem. And it needs to be brought up in this conversation because it's affecting the situation, and we have to implement these things for if we want to come to a point where, hey, if this has ever been, that type of situation, we've explained and explained and explained. There's no ifs, ands, or buts that you should know you can't do this. And then we got to go a different route. What are your thoughts?
I think weirdly, I think the line for me actually is kind of defined by the person who did it, because I want to see
Mhm.
the level of remorse or repentance they have.
Valid.
Like that, because I feel like it's different each time. Like,
Mhm.
so if someone does the same thing, like, bullies and like hits a kid, and then one kid's like, man, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like that's where I'm like, all right, you got grace, man. Like, we're all good. If you do that again, like, I'm teaching this kid, I'm gonna teach this kid to fight back, and it's gonna be like you're gonna hurt. Um, but if they're like, yeah, they deserved it, and like it's because they're just a little, whatever, and I'd be like, oh no, you don't get
Mhm.
grace yet, because like,
Not yet. But like you're saying, there has to be some level, like, you got to see where they're going with all of this.
yeah, yeah, like I think that's the thing to me. Feels like it feels easier to extend grace if a person who's sort of the bad guy in the situation or makes the mistake
Mhm.
owns it, you know? And I think we should have a society where um I think we should have a society where we can make mistakes and have grace, but I think we should also have the boundaries on like if it's a repeat thing or if there's
Mhm.
no remorse. Like that's usually where I'm like, no, this is the line
Yeah,
here.
I
You
see
know?
what you mean. There's definitely gotta be an understanding ab
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, like even the if you go back to even just our driving examples, like they're mistakes, but you learn from them.
Mhm,
You know, it'd be different if the guy threw, if the sheriff threw me in jail and was like, "That's it. I'm gonna ruin this guy's ability to like go to work." And like, you know, I think for him, he was like, "All right, he's not trying to hide. He said exactly how fast he was going. So I'm gonna
mhm.
give him some grace, but he's still gonna have some consequence here, and I can learn from it and be like, all right, you know,
Not doing this again.
yeah." Or at least like weirdly enough, after I ran into him at Starbucks one time, I was like, "Do you remember me?" And he goes, "Hey, 93, how you doing?"
93.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." And he
High
goes,
octane, it's
"Yeah."
you.
But he was like, "Hey, just so you know, if you ever want to like drive fast like that, just like we got some training like courses that you can do that like safely. Like if you want to, like here's my number, like call me up, we'll go out to the course, you can see what your car can do." Like he was like a weirdly
Mhm.
gracious, like, I get it. Like public road, probably not the spot for you, man.
No, definitely not. I'm seeing the the culminating thing here is there has to be the 2 forces have to come together, right? So the
Hmm.
person who did wrong has to, like you said, have remorse and repent, turn away from, the wrong that they've done.
Hmm.
But we also have to have a society that's open to seeing that someone recognizes they've messed up
Yeah.
and they wanna do better going forward. We have to give them that space to do so. And right now, we
Hmm.
just don't have that.
No, no, but I mean, like, even with like Issa's probably getting to an age soon, like with her mobility, where, like with our kids, once they started figuring out like crayons and coloring and stuff, inevitably there's a wall, right? There's a wall that gets colored, and that's where like I could be annoyed and be like, "How could you?" Blah? Or I could
Mhm,
be like, "Hey, this is not okay. If you want to color, I'm all a fan. I like you want
mhm.
to paint, yeah, like, I'll get you whatever you need. Here's the space, like to make sure this can happen. Like in this spot, you can do whatever you want. Out here, no, 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 no.
Yeah, Issa's being little drummer girl right now, going around just beating on everything, with the, sticks that I have, and I'm like, "Hey, you can't, beat on the walls and go dinging stuff up and whatnot." So I redirect her back to the practice pad that I
Yeah.
have, and she's like,
Uh huh.
"It's the cutest thing."
It
It's
really
so
is. The best part of the video that you sent is when she like looks up, almost like, Did you see what I did there? I
she's
like,
like, "I did it! You were."
yeah, yeah,
Bro, my heart so warmed in those
yeah,
moments. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get some good advice and, yeah, we gonna take off for the week. Um, let's take what we've discussed here. People, if you mess up, show remorse, repent, turn away from what you've done.
yeah,
Uh, to the rest of society, when you see that they've shown remorse and repented, which it's pretty clear when they stop doing the thing that, we've been bothered by. Be gracious, have some compassion, and give them the space that they need to improve because we all need space to improve. No one likes someone harping down their neck to, get change to happen. We gotta
yeah.
have that space to change and let them move within it. We can't determine anything past did we give them space to actually change? Um, so just be good people on both sides. We all suck. And we gotta remember we're not great at everything. We're not always gonna get it right. So just be kind. All right.
Mhm.
Peace and love. We'll talk to you guys next time.